The Merrick and Rosso podcast.
Some stars are going on a starvation diet in protest of the war. Susan Sarandon, who's a terrific actress, a little bit crazy at times, she's going to starve herself along with her mate Sean Penn, who's also, he's a good bloke, but he's a bit zany when it comes to protesting. They're going to go on a starvation diet in protest. That's pretty high profile, isn't it? Some big name Hollywood actors there. I don't reckon the Americans are going to stop the war in Iraq just because they're not eating anything.
Well, it's just stupid. Lara Flynn Boyle's been demonstrating like this for the last 10 years and it's done nothing.
Absolutely right. Unless I think there's a few people who probably should get involved and swing their support behind Susan Sarandon and Sean Penn. I think there's a few people who could probably do a better job. Oprah Winfrey could probably help out. John Goodman. Kirstie Alley. What? Roseanne Barr. Kim Beazley.
What are you saying?
I don't know. I just think that they probably have got a bit more staying power.
Oh.
Susan Sarandon's quite svelte. I don't think she'll make the distance. I don't think she can last the Iraq war.
How long are they?
Whereas I think Oprah Winfrey could.
How long are they going to do it for?
Forever, until the end of the war. They'll die.
No.
Yeah. They'll die. They'll end
Are
up
they
dying.
allowed? Are they allowed barley sugar?
Can we sponsor them?
Yeah. I would say yeah. But I think they should have barley sugar.
Like the 40-hour famine
Yeah.
or so.
It's not the 40-hour famine.
I love a new world record when they're set. A 160-pound man from Japan has devoured nearly 54 hot dogs in 12 minutes. Good effort.
How sick would you be?
Do you know have you seen how they do it? They pop them in.
Yeah.
They push them in.
That's one every 15 seconds, basically.
Have you just done the math on that?
Yeah, I did the maths
Jesus.
earlier with Mardo. No, Mardo and I'd like to pretend I'm some sort of mathematical genius, but Mardo and I sat down and did the maths.
See, I don't...
Because he was very impressed.
I don't think that I could enter a competition like that because I reckon I'd eat one and then I'd go, oh, hang on, I feel like some chips now and have a bucket of chips and then a pie. I'd mix it up a bit and then a drumstick.
What would you rather eat, more pies or sausage rolls in a period of time?
Pies.
Yeah, me too.
I reckon I could eat more pies than...
Then you burn your mouth, though. Isn't a pie really hot on the inside? And if you're stuffing them in, you do more damage.
Do you know, it's funny.
Pies.
I used to love sausage rolls, and then I had one from a cafe near work, and it was the worst sausage roll I've ever had. And it's put me off them for life.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
this is the funny thing too, right? Rosso's absolutely right, and he warned me. Then I had the sausage roll and did the same thing to me.
How's that? Like
What evil makes you turn on the sausage roll?
I'll tell you what evil's made my partner turn off sausage rolls, me, because, I'm vegetarian, so I can't eat them, but I love the pastry, particularly on the bottom, and when we play golf, he always buys it after the 9th hole, and I always, rip the pastry off, so I ruin his sausage roll, so by the time he gets to it, it's kind of just a slab of meat.
I've got to say...
Is that mean?
I've got to say...
Is that bad? He keeps buying them.
The sausage roll is like a 60-year-old...
Sammy,
Like a
You're looking at me like I murdered someone.
you have crimes against pastry and sausage rolls.
Sausage roll's not
And
a good
as a
thing when it's
vegetarian,
undressed.
you know that pastry has been touching meat, but you don't care, do you?
It's so good.
Why don't you just get yourself a little vanilla slice or something?
The undressed sausage roll is not right.
He's really got to stand up for himself and his sausage rolls.
Who's wearing the pants?
Who's wearing the pastry?
Who's
wearing the pastry?
I don't know, but I'm eating it.
Not the sausage roll.
G'day. Lovely to be talking to you today. Andrew's called in. Hello, mate.
How you going?
Good, buddy.
Hello, Chief.
Mate, what do you want to talk about?
I've got a mate, he's just turned 28.
Okay.
Now, he's one of your blokes, he's a tradie, he used to always go to the pub and everything, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and so forth.
Right.
And,
Is that enough? Is that the question? Yeah.
And what he's actually gone and done is, we went out one night in the city and he's actually picked up a lady that was about 54, I think you said she is now. So she's probably, a bit too old for him, I think. But he's been with her now for about 2 months, mate, and we haven't actually seen him. It's like he actually gets locked up. So
MIA, mate. You need to call Chuck Norris to get him back. He's missing in action.
I think he is.
Now, is the problem that he's going out with a 55-year-old, and he's, 28? Or is the problem that he's disappeared?
Oh, Oh, it's probably the disappearing part plus the 55 as well, mate. I mean, he doesn't even go to work anymore. She's making him stay home. And
What, he doesn't go to work?
No, he doesn't.
What do you mean she's making him stay home? She might be offering him something, an incentive, you reckon?
Oh, well, I don't see what's there, but...
Well, what do you think he's not taking her out with you blokes, though? I mean, if you blokes are in your late 20s and she's 55, you know, if you're going down the pub, she's going to want to play the pokies, and you guys are going to want to, because she's a nana, and you guys are, you know what I mean? Like, she's probably going to feel uncomfortable around, you know, his mates.
Yeah, well, we've been giving it to him, mate. We're just saying that we pretty much don't go to bingo, but more than welcome to stay at the pub.
Have you met her?
Well, I haven't actually met her. I've spoke to her on the phone, only because I've rang and she's answered his mobile and said, no, he's not available at the moment. But I think it's the fact she's got coin, mate. She had a husband that I think he done the bolt with a younger chick, so she's gone and done the same thing now with the younger boy.
Oh, he's having a good time.
And he's in construction, isn't he? So he's on the job with his tools, isn't he?
Oh, mate, that's it. And he's off to Fiji for a couple of weeks shortly. So.
Mate, wish him luck, Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, yeah, I said to him, has he got any, she's got any more friends around? The company.
Mate, what you should do is you should see if she'll take you as well.
Yeah, I just don't know if I can handle the bingo, mate.
Mate, this is... Oh, look. I don't think it's going to last forever. Let him have a good time. Mate, have you got a girlfriend?
No, not at the moment.
Well, see, that's the thing, mate. If you found someone you really liked, mate, none of your mates would see you.
Nah, I couldn't do that, mate. The pub's too important.
Yeah, I don't think that he's changed because she's 55. It's obviously he's just really enjoying spending time with her. And if she was 35 or 25,
in the mansion,
you know, he'd probably be the same.
Look, when you're a kid, Andrew, there's always some other, kid in the neighbourhood or somebody you went to school with that you didn't really like them that much, but they had a really grouse house, maybe a pool, and they always had a fridge full of top food. And you go around there, and you weren't really good mates, but you spent a lot of time around there because it was good. And I think he's just doing that a little bit later on in life on a different scale.
Maybe if you want to look at it that way.
Mate, you want the 55-year-old for yourself.
Just a bank account, mate.
Mate, just double date. Get her to get a friend. Start double dating.
Mate, they go to them, I call them pensioners liquid meals. And, mate, I didn't get home until after 5. That starts at 4. I got no hope in being there.
Oh, mate, I can't fix that.
I'm sure you'll be fine, mate. Merrick and Rosso with you here at Nova. It's Sorted Wednesday, taking calls from people who have got a sordid story.
We're trained psychologists.
Hello, Lauren.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
Well, I've sort of kind of really started liking my mum's boyfriend's son.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so is that okay? Because
Well,
there's no bloodline there.
All right, first thing we've got to put this into historical perspective here, Lauren. Now, your mum's boyfriend, how long have they been together?
About a year.
Okay. Do you guys all live together?
No.
Okay. Well, that's the non-creepy bit.
Okay, now...
That could make it practically easy for you.
So your mum's just sort of dating this bloke and they have separate houses?
Yeah, and I've sort of been going out with this guy for like about 6 weekends now.
And you like him, he likes you?
I think he does.
Right.
So you're dating?
You could say so.
All right.
Does he look like his dad?
No.
Okay, because that would be creepy.
But you obviously
Yeah.
haven't told your mum or your mum's boyfriend.
My mum knows, but like, I don't think his dad knows.
So your mum's not telling her boyfriend?
No, but he's younger than me.
What, the dad?
No, his son.
Oh, okay. How old are you, Lauren?
I'm 20,
And how old's he?
18.
18.
Oh,
That's
you
all right.
cradle snatcher.
Oh, come on. It's
Oh,
not
you
cheese.
are wrong. We should
How do you
report
think-
you to the authorities.
How do you think you're going to feel? It might be okay now when the age difference doesn't matter. But when you're 60 and he's 58, what will people say?
Exactly.
No, this is the issue. What happens if it doesn't work out? Because what happens if it works out with the mum and the boyfriend and they end up getting married and they're together for 20 years?
Comfortable Christmas.
And yes, what happens now? You've had a little semi-fling with your half-brother and it hasn't worked out and you have to be together for every Christmas for the next 50
not a
years.
half-brother,
How
Sammy.
And then he brings
embarrassing.
his girlfriend over for
Yes.
Christmas dinner.
Yeah,
Bad,
Hang on.
bad.
He's not a half-brother, because otherwise they'd have, a shared parent. They don't have shared parent.
But won't he be
And that'd
like
be
her
incest.
stepbrother?
Stepbrother.
Yeah.
Stepbrother.
Not half-brother.
Oh, look, I think you just got to go for it, Lauren, see what happens. It's not going to last, I'll tell you that right now.
So then don't do it.
I think act on impulse, Lauren.
You reckon?
Yep. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it'll shut itself down.
I'm just saying, Lauren, think about the Christmases, the uncomfortable Christmases for the
Is
next
there
20
anyone
years.
else around that you like?
Not really.
Have
You, Merrick?
Have you?
I don't want to even tell you how creepy this is.
It's creepy. Lauren, is there anyone else that you've been with since you've been with him?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll just go for it.
You reckon? Okay.
Yeah, let everyone else pick up the pieces later
Yep.
on.
Yep. Let your mum explain it to the boyfriend about why she didn't tell him.
Okay.
See
luck
you,
to you.
mate.
All right. Thanks for that,
Bye.
guys.
More sorted stories coming your way with Merrick and Rosso here at Nova. Let's get into it. Lane's called in. Hello.
Hey,
You got a story for us?
I was married for about 12 months. I'd been with this guy since I was in year 11, so, high school sweethearts and whatnot.
How old are you now?
I'm 24.
24, okay.
Yeah, so we lived together for 5 years before we got married. And about 5 months ago, I left him for someone else who was a woman.
Ooh.
Mm.
How did he take that?
He was actually pretty good considering the circumstances.
What do you mean, like, what circumstances, in what way? Because you were together, or because it was someone you knew, or...?
Well, yeah, it was someone we knew. It was I used to teach, so it was someone I taught with. But yeah, he was pretty good. He was just like, oh right, and then we tried to sort of work things out, but that didn't happen. And things only sort of turned nasty recently when we had to do the whole dividing up of
Assets.
yeah,
And now, are you still with this woman?
yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now, was he sort of friends with her before you started
Not-
seeing her?
Not really.
No.
We were friends, but he had come out with us places, like we'd gone and had lunch together and stuff like that.
What was he ever suspicious when you guys would go out somewhere and you'd be at a lesbian bar somewhere and he'd say this is a
The
little
lesbian
odd.
bar did give it away at one. No, not really.
But what's the problem? Why are you calling? What are you asking the boys to help you with?
Oh, she's just sharing a story.
Sharing a
I
story.
was just sharing the story.
Oh, okay.
well,
I thought
no
you were
problem
asking
there.
for help.
Are you in love with this woman?
Absolutely,
Wow.
yeah.
And
he's
he's-
happier than I have been before.
Okay, has he met anyone else?
He has actually, and I, being the kind of person I am, I ran into her at the shops one day and introduced myself. Apparently, I freaked her out from what I heard.
Oh,
But,
because he didn't... Oh.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't appropriate or something. And I'm like, I was being really nice. I'm not usually that nice to people. And I just walked up to her and I was like, hey, how you going? And introduced myself. And we just had a 2-minute chat. She was working at Kmart at the time. And and she was on the door. So naturally I had to walk past her. And I got in trouble later on for introducing myself.
Self.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, Lane. I think it's going to all work out just fine. Thanks for sharing the
Thanks.
story, though.
That's okay.
Good on you, Lane.
Very-
You're listening to Merrick and Rosso. Stay with us, because more sorted stories coming your way real soon. G'day, you're listening to Merrick and Rosso. Today on the show, it's all about sorted stories. Rebecca, g'day.
How's it going?
Good, you got a story for us?
Yeah, I do actually.
What's-
I had a really good, close group of friends. There was about 8 of us, and I just dropped my phone.
That's all right.
Yeah, and it was really a lot of fun. I went away for about 6 months, and I got back, and everything seems to have fallen apart. One of my best friends has just found out she was pregnant, but
Right.
she was sleeping with 3 of our friends at the time, so she doesn't actually know which one is the father.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Three.
And then another one of my best friends, we've been going out lately, just going out on the weekends and stuff, and she hasn't been coming with us very much. And she sat us all down the other night and told us the reason she hasn't been going out with us is because she's become a stripper.
Okay. Geez,
She's
there's a
not
lot going on in your life.
She's not the pregnant one, is she?
No, no, she's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the other thing was that I found out a couple of nights ago the guy that I was dating before I left has just decided that he's gay.
Jeez, everything's going on in your life, isn't it,
Yeah,
Rebecca?
pretty much.
Bloody hell.
You've got no advice?
No, I was
You
going to say,
get-
if this is a helpline, we'd help you. For starters, I think your friend who's pregnant is going to have a little bit of trouble because, going up to a bloke and saying, look, I'm pregnant and there's a 33% chance that you're the father. That's going to be difficult, and she's going to have to say that to 3 different blokes. There's a 1 in 3 chance it's yours.
Ouch.
Yeah. Little Kim's free. Woo!
Yep.
Little Kim's free. Love Little Kim, my favourite female rapper. Some people like Missy Elliott. I like Little Kim. She's a worse dresser.
She was
She wears shorts that just don't even look like they're shorts.
She doesn't wear clothes, basically.
Yeah.
She wears tape covering the naughty bits.
Yeah, she's bad.
She spent 10 months in jail for perjury involving testimony to a jury about a shooting outside a New York radio station.
Yeah, she said, I didn't see nothing. That's what she said.
Apparently,
she did.
After she served 2 months, but her aunties still have 2 months to serve. How funny would it be sharing it?
I was going to say, I've seen the way she wears a pair of hot pants, right? A pair of shorts, and there's something there that wants to break free. They want to make a prison break from the crack in her bottom.
Imagine her, what she would have done to her overalls in prison.
I was just thinking, she
Cut
would
them
have
into
glammed
nothing.
it up. Glammed it up a little bit.
Yeah, good behaviour too. That's good to know that she went in there.
There's my cellmate, Lil Kim. How funny would it be?
Oh, she probably had her own cell.
Yeah.
Why?
She'd pay people off.
Before Little Kim came to prison, I didn't have nothing but a pair of overalls. But now I got a pair of toes. I want to face thank you, Little Kim.
Stop it.
For changing my wife.
Kevin Federline, of course, who's Britney's stupid husband. He wants to help the people of Africa. He said, "One day I'll be out there helping. I will go to Africa. I can't wait for that day. I feel like that's part of my position. I've been given this great thing."
Wouldn't he just be as useless as tits on a bull in Africa? I mean, really, what is he going to do? Oh, he does too, doesn't he?
Oh, he wants to be Brad Pitt so bad.
No, he wants to be the love child of Eminem and Brad Pitt. That's who he thinks he is. He thinks he's a bit, he thinks he's a bit half and half, that bloke.
Imagine him trying to make a well with his pants falling down.
Oh, exactly. Wouldn't he be useless? Trying to teach a young kid how to read and write when he can't do it himself.
Thanks for listening to the Merrick and Rosso podcast. Email any feedback to podcast@nova969.com.au or check out our MySpace at www.myspace.com/Merrick and Rosso podcast.